pain you carry has not gone unnoticed. In the quiet moments when you feel alone and overwhelmed, know that God has already begun the healing process within you. You may not feel it yet, but restoration is on the way. Keep trusting, keep believing, and hold on to the faith that healing is not just possible, but it is already happening. Like this video, comment, "Healing is mine," and don't forget to subscribe. You're not walking this path alone. We often believe that healing is a linear process, something that happens in a straightforward and predictable manner. Society tells us that if we just follow the right steps, whether it's therapy, medication, or self-care, we will eventually reach a point where we are completely healed. This conventional narrative suggests that healing is something we can control and manipulate, and that if we're not healed yet, it's because we haven't done enough or tried hard enough. This perspective can be both comforting and discouraging. It comforts us to think that there is a clear path to healing, but it can also be discouraging when we feel like we've done everything right and still don't feel healed. It can make us feel like we're failing or that something is wrong with us. This conventional narrative also assumes that healing is something that happens to us rather than something that happens within us. We often look for external solutions to our pain, believing that someone or something else can fix us. But true healing comes from within. It's a process of inner transformation and growth that can't be forced or rushed. Let's deconstruct this conventional narrative. Is it really true that healing is a linear process that we can control? Is it true that healing is something that happens to us rather than within us? The truth is, healing is a complex and non-linear process that looks different for everyone. It's not something that can be forced or rushed, and it's not something that happens in a straightforward manner. Healing is a journey of ups and downs, of progress and setbacks, and it's important to honor and acknowledge all parts of that journey. The idea that healing is something that happens to us is an illusion. True healing comes from within. It's a process of inner transformation and growth that requires us to look inward, to face our pain, and to do the deep work of healing. This can be scary and uncomfortable, but it's also incredibly empowering. When we take ownership of our healing journey, we reclaim our power and our agency. Another hidden assumption in the conventional narrative is that healing is the absence of pain. We often believe that once we are healed, we will no longer feel pain or discomfort. But healing is not about the absence of pain. It's about our relationship to pain. It's about learning to hold our pain with compassion and grace, and to find meaning and growth in our struggles. Healing is not about erasing our pain, but about integrating it into our story in a way that empowers us and helps us to grow. So, if healing is not a linear process that we can control, and if it's not about the absence of pain, how can we approach it in a more authentic and empowered way? One alternative perspective is to view healing as a spiritual journey. This means seeing healing not just as a physical or emotional process, but as a deep and transformative spiritual experience. When we approach healing from this perspective, we can let go of the need to control and force things, and instead trust in the divine process of healing. Viewing healing as a spiritual journey means recognizing that there is a higher power at work, guiding us and supporting us on our healing path. It means having faith that everything is unfolding as it should, and that our healing is happening in divine timing. When we trust in the spiritual process of healing, we can let go of the need to control and force things. We can relax and surrender to the journey, knowing that we are being guided and supported every step of the way. This perspective also allows us to see our pain and struggles as opportunities for growth and transformation. When we view healing as a spiritual journey, we can approach our pain with curiosity and openness, knowing that it is helping us to become the best version of ourselves. We can find meaning and purpose in our struggles and use them as a catalyst for spiritual growth and evolution. Another alternative perspective is to cultivate a mindset of self-compassion and self-love. This means treating ourselves with kindness, compassion, and love, especially in our moments of pain and struggle. When we approach healing from a place of self-compassion and self-love, we create a safe and nurturing space for our healing to unfold. Self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same kindness and care that we would offer to a dear friend. It's about acknowledging our pain and struggles and offering ourselves comfort and support. When we cultivate a mindset of self-compassion, we create a safe and nurturing space for our healing to unfold. We allow ourselves to feel our pain without judgment or criticism, and we offer ourselves the love and support that we need to heal. Self-love is about recognizing our own worth and value and treating ourselves with the love and respect that we deserve. It's about honoring our needs and boundaries and prioritizing our well-being. When we cultivate a mindset of self-love, we create a strong and solid foundation for our healing journey. We recognize that we are worthy of healing and happiness, and we take the necessary steps to nurture and support ourselves. A third alternative perspective is to embrace the power of community and connection. This means recognizing that we are not alone on our healing journey, and that we can find strength and support in our connections with others. When we approach healing from a place of community and connection, we open ourselves up to the love, support, and wisdom of those around us. Embracing the power of community and connection means recognizing that we are not meant to walk this path alone. We are social beings, wired for connection and community. When we open ourselves up to the love and support of others, we create a powerful and transformative space for healing. This perspective also allows us to see our healing journey as a shared experience. When we embrace the power of community and connection, we recognize that we are all on this journey together. We can find strength and support in our shared experiences, and we can offer love and support to others who are walking a similar path. Healing is not just an individual journey. It's a collective experience that connects us to others and to the world around us. Practical reconstruction involves taking concrete steps to cultivate a more authentic and empowered approach to healing. This might involve setting intentions for our healing journey, practicing self-compassion and self-love, and seeking out community and connection. It might also involve letting go of the need to control and force things, and being open to the possibilities that life presents us. When we approach healing from a place of authenticity and empowerment, we are more likely to experience the deep and transformative healing that we desire. Setting intentions is about getting clear on what we want for our healing journey. It's about visualizing the kind of healing and transformation that we desire, and setting the intention to attract that into our lives. This can involve creating a vision board, writing down our desires, or simply holding the intention in our hearts. Practicing self-compassion and self-love is about treating ourselves with kindness, compassion, and love. It's about honoring our needs and boundaries and prioritizing our well-being. It's about creating a safe and nurturing space for our healing to unfold, and offering ourselves the love and support that we need to heal. Seeking out community and connection is about recognizing that we are not alone on our healing journey. It's about opening ourselves up to the love, support, and wisdom of those around us, and finding strength and support in our connections with others. It's about embracing the power of community and connection, and recognizing that healing is a collective experience that connects us to others and to the world around us. As you reflect on these ideas, consider the following questions. What does healing mean to you? And how do you want it to show up in your life? Are you approaching your healing journey from a place of control and force, or from a place of trust and surrender? How can you cultivate a deeper sense of self-compassion and self-love on your healing journey? How can you embrace the power of community and connection and find strength and support in your connections with others? Remember, the pain you carry has not gone unnoticed. God has already begun the healing process within you. You may not feel it yet, but restoration is on the way. Keep trusting, keep believing, and hold on to the faith that healing is not just possible, but it is already happening. Please enter your reality deconstruction request.